Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Tor July. You can call me Tor, you can call me July, whatever tickles your belt. You know how we do. Anyways, today we're gonna be talking about a video game called Once Human. Once Human, according to the official website, is a post-apocalyptic open-world survival game. That's what they said on the website. The game starts off with you being an experiment called a metahuman. Apparently, you have superpowers, special powers due to some alien substance that was introduced into your body. So you're an experiment. You have alien DNA in you, apparently. And that means you're incredibly powerful. And the world is contaminated by a substance called, or a chemical called stardust. And stardust is responsible for mutating everything on Earth, changing its integrity and making monsters out of every living thing, humans, the animals. And you're called to fight these monsters called deviants. They're huge monsters, small monsters, don't matter, mutants. Evil monsters that are doing evil things like killing people. It's very evil. And then you get your deviations, which are good monsters. I think that's what they're called, deviations. And they help you. They help you kill monsters. They fight alongside you. It's like a little Pikachu on your shoulder, or actually on your backpack. Your mission essentially is just to reclaim the world, make the world a better place. Give life to already dying world. The world is dying and we're here to save it. It's basically the premise of the game. It's very cliche. You're the hero of the story. You're here to save the world. No one else has your powers, I guess. Scratch that. There's other people. Like any other survival game, your goal is to survive and live and go out, get materials, build a base. Then essentially it gets to a point where your base evolves into metalworks and you have like autonomous machines doing everything for you, and you're not essentially now surviving, you're just living. You're living in this world now. So instead of a survival world, it becomes a living world. The simulator, living simulator. The only difference is that you don't have a job, a 9 to 5, and everything is out to get you. But that seems pretty good. Build a base. We already talked about this. Hunt monsters. We already talked about this. Basically, you hunt the monsters that are responsible for all the craziness that's happening around us. The story is good enough. Let's talk about the story. The story is good enough to keep me interested. It's decent. It's not great. It's not making me cry, but it's good enough for me to stop and listen through the story and not skip the dialogue. Sometimes I skip the dialogue, but it's just like sub quest stuff, side quest. Like I just want the experience and the money and the resources they give me when I beat the game or beat the story, the story of the side quest. That's all. It's not important or relevant to the main story. Now it's world building, and for those of you who are hungry for lore, you might enjoy those. They're not voice acted though. I feel like the it should have been voice acted. Hello? Hello? Glad to see some company. I'm from Mayor's Market, a great place where ordinary people can live peacefully. It's not safe to travel alone in the wilderness, dude. Don't worry. God will bless me. It feels like it should have more voice lines. It doesn't break the immersion for me. It's just, I just, at this point, I just don't like reading that much. I'm not playing an SNES game anymore. The story is good enough, you know, to keep me interested. The gameplay is, I love the gunfights. When you shoot with a sniper and you hit their head, it feels so satisfying. I feel like the automatic weapons could use a little bit more oomph to them, you know? Oomph. But that's me. I'm just running the bare bones for the weapons. I don't have scopes. I don't have anything. So you can actually like elaborate more on the weapons and put mods on them, and it's fantastic. And most important of all, the game as a solo player feels extremely good, even though it's an online play. And that is very important to me because it's very hard for me to find people to play with. None of my friends, everybody's on console. None of my friends play on PC. So I end up playing these games by myself sometimes. It feels really good as a solo experience. I rarely find myself playing for more than 2 or 3 hours. For those of you who don't know, I have carpal tunnel syndrome on both of my hands. I haven't had surgery yet. I go through therapy a few times throughout the year, and it helps. But I still have that you know, I still have that diagnosis. So playing video games on mouse and keyboard or controller puts a lot of stress in my hands, and it's painful. And playing video games, which I love, it's a hard thing to do now for extensive times, right? So for more than an hour or 2 hours, my hands start cramping up and they hurt and they go numb, and it's weird. So the pain is sometimes unbearable. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, so but for some reason, the first time I streamed this game, I played for 8 hours. I had barely noticed any pain in my hands until I was done. I was like, "Ooh, oh, I shouldn't have." You know, when you do something, you're like, "Oh, I shouldn't have done that." No. So I paid the price the next day. I couldn't even hold a remote control the next day. A lot of pain in my hands, but I have fun going into the surviving aspect of the game. It's not hard. The game has lobbies for people who are new to surviving games or just want to dip their toes in it. They're called noob lobbies, and it's great if you want to get the hang of the game and the feel. Noob lobbies, I'm playing on a noob lobby as of right now, and the experience is just good. I'm not struggling by any means. I love when I go into these games. I love just building. I just like building. I like being creative and doing a house and making it look cozy, and it's just my way of playing. But I love the gunfighting in this game so much, so I end up going out doing these quests. So right now I'm trying to finish every sub quest in the starting area, and it's just a fun experience. Surviving is not bad. If you want to go into harder lobbies, there's an option to do so, and there's a PvP lobby if you just want to go straight up and do PvP like in Rust and all these other games. I will eventually create a PvP character and go there because I like PvP too. I like PvP. I just am trying to get the hang of it. I just want to get the building like aspect of it out. That's it. What I find interesting, and this is very important for me, is that the game grabs elements from MMO games, like world events and world bosses that you can fight alongside with other people. The other day, I was just in it right? And I saw this huge creature, like a huge creature called the glutton, or yeah, it's the glutton. Oh, what is that? Oh, people are fighting it. People are fighting it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's help them out. Let's help them out, right? We're team players. It was a fun experience, and yeah, we did it. And everybody grabbed their loot because the loot is not shared. It's like an individual loot, so everybody gets their loot. And that's awesome. I hate when games go like, oh, yeah, he'll get this. And then people steal your loot and you're like, oh, dang it, right? But no, everybody gets loot. It's fair. That's amazing. So yeah, the game rarely feels empty. There's always something to do in the game, and it keeps you on your toes. So it's a fun experience. I love when games don't feel empty. A lot of problems these survival games have is that they feel empty. And I'm not talking about because, yeah, you might find enemies and stuff, but I'm not talking about like enemies. I'm talking about like players. Like you see people running around sometimes. You get your establishments for NPCs, right? The enemies are hard enough to not be brain dead, but are easy enough to not make it seem unfair because there's a lot of enemies. So yeah, and there are some challenging enemies that you can fight in the game, and they're absolutely fun to play and work around and try to cheese your way into a fight, like get into a high point because they can't hurt you. But then they find a way to fling objects at you, and you're like, oh, okay, I gotta move. And then you gotta find like somewhere, you know, it's a fun way to keep you thinking of new ways to fight the enemies. And then the normal enemies, you just headshot them and you're okay. The building aspect of the game is what would you expect from any survival game. The resources to build stuff are not hard to come by. For me, that's a positive. I like grinding in games, but not to a point where like 4 hours of gameplay is just you chopping wood. It's fun and all, and yeah, it's at a certain point I'm pretty sure the game will get to that point. But as of right now, when you're chopping wood, like most of the trees that I'm chopping, they give me like 130 wood. It's good. It's good. The materials are not hard to come by. The building is really fun and it's easy. At least it's easy on the noob lobby. I don't know what about the other lobbies. Let me know down in the comments how different it is for those who have played both. And like most survivals games, you have like this sort of like node system or skill tree where you unlock blueprints and weapons so that you can craft them later in the game. And these are in the game called metrics or metrics. I completely forgot, but they're called like that. Then every time you level up, you get them, or when you do some quests, sometimes you get some. So yeah, and then you use those points they give you to invest into the skill tree. Let's call it a skill tree. There's a bunch of tasks in the world and in the game for you to level up, so you should have no problem leveling up and getting these points. So yeah, you should not have any problems leveling up in the game, so it's okay. Now, you might be asking, July, how much is this game? Once Human, how much? Come on, give me numbers. Good news, the game's free. The game's absolutely free. So as of right now, you just type in, you go into Google, type in Once Human and download the game. It's free. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address it. The elephant in the room. Let's talk about it. Microtransactions. Like any other free game, there's microtransactions. You cannot expect the game to be free and not have microtransactions. It's been the standard for as long as I've been playing MMOs. If the MMO is free, there's some sort of premium that you gotta pay for. I'm not one to condone microtransactions. If you buy the game, if you spend $70 on a game and then you give me a microtransaction that will boost me levels, or that essentially makes it pay to win, what are we doing? I already bought the game. What do you mean pay to win? It's okay, cosmetics. It's okay. I understand cosmetics makes it fun. If you do a collaboration with like Dragon Ball Z like Fortnite does. Yeah, you want to play as Goku, buy it. But it's not necessary. It's not a pay to win feature. This game, I haven't seen anything that's pay to win on the store. Now, I might be wrong. That's why I'm saying I haven't seen. I'm not stating there isn't. Me, July, Tora, Mr. Julio, the Puerto Rican. I have not seen anything that's pay to win. Other people might say different. And it's okay. You know, I've only been playing the game for like 18 to 20 hours. And I haven't spent like 3 hours on the store. I've seen the store and I've spent just time looking at the visuals, the cosmetics, what they have to offer, the season pass. What does the season pass? All I've seen are skins and keys that allow you to buy more skins. And yeah, there's certain things that you can get that will like help your thirst, hunger, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you can get that by just grinding for like 5 minutes in the game. Like I haven't seen anything that's pay to win. It's not, it doesn't make a big difference. So for me, the game is not pay to win. For me, other people might say different. I haven't seen other reviews. I went into this game blind because I didn't even play a beta. I came late to the party. I found out about this game so late. I couldn't try it out. When I wanted to try it out, it was too late. Sorry. I'm having fun with a free game. Never thought I would say that. Listen, it's a free game. I'm pretty sure they just wanted everybody to play the game. There's no better way to make a game more accessible than just completely free. And obviously they need to pay a maintenance fee for the servers. They got to pay their employees that are constantly updating the game. And yeah, so they need to make some money, and there's no better way to make money than to put some cosmetics in the shop and make the cosmetics attractive enough. There's a dinosaur cosmetic I'm very tempted to buy, but I'm not. And, oh, by the way, season pass leveling up so easy. I'm already level like 18 in the season pass. It's so easy. I don't even have the premium season pass. I just have the free. I'm just playing for free. At this point, what I'm trying to say is there's microtransactions, there's premium in the game, obviously. Like, the game is not pulling me towards that. I don't know if it makes sense. Like, I just go into the game and I play. And there's no instance, there's no hint of the game telling me, hey, we got a hot deal here. Like when you play mobile games and they clutter your screen with all these hot deals and event deals and every few minutes you get a pop up with, hey, you can spend $4.99 on this. I haven't encountered that with this game. You just go in, create your character. Sure, they give you like this thing where, hey, you know, there's this premium store, but it's like minimal. I don't know. It's my experience so far, and I feel like I've played a lot of free games. I'm not a millionaire to be buying every single game I can, but listen, get closer. The game is fun. The game is free, and the game is not pay to win. Give it a try. It's a free game. What do you gotta lose? An hour or two? Put it on download it. It's gonna download in like an hour, half an hour. Go watch some Netflix while it's downloading, then come back to my video. Let me know how was your experience. Get a few friends, play with your friends. Hella fun. Go into PvE lobby. Don't worry about PvP, just go into PvE. Build a base. Screw your friends, then go in PvP, screw your friends. Get into a fight. Then come back to me later and tell me if the game's pay to win. Like, do you essentially need to pay to have fun in the game? No. That's what's important. I don't need to pay anything to have fun. Take care, guys. Subscribe, like the video if you like the video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm doing a Let's Play on Paper Mario. I haven't uploaded anything yet on Paper Mario. I'll give you the reason why on that video when I upload the next Let's Play part. Okay. It's been rough, but I ain't gonna let anything take my smile away. and my joy and what I'm doing in life. Love you guys. Take care.